OnlyFans, where I do my meaningful sex educational content, fitness, health, nutrition, relationship advice, and more. And hi guys, and welcome to KG Reviews, and to this quick live discussion about the two number one shows in the world, which is Wheel of Time and Hawkeye. So that kind of surprised me a bit. There's another amazing show, but it's no longer trending, I guess. It's Foundation. It is over now. I mean, the season is wrapped up. But now, on the first line of news, so to speak, we have both Wheel of Time and Hawkeye, and Wheel of Time did beat it, which is probably because the new episode came out. And what do I think about those two shows? Well, guys, if you have watched my last stream, which was about Warhammer, but then we talked about other things that were kind of connected to the topic in some way, shape, or form, Wheel of Time came out because of the whole diversity thing that the show has a lot of. But let's not get ahead of myself. Hi to everybody in the chat, by the way, on this live discussion. My primers are here. That kind of sounded a bit silly, but yes, I'm happy. Oh, there is a new Angels of Death episode, really, and I'm not doing a review right now. Awesome. Okay, I'm not gonna slay you, don't worry. So, guys, both shows. I've seen both shows now, I mean, up to their respective episodes, which for Hawkeye is episode 3 and for Wheel of Time is episode 4. And what do I think about them? Well, first, if you want to watch a huge, big budget show, yeah, well, that's Wheel of Time for the most part. It's like Lord of the Rings meets Legend of the Seeker, if you know what that is. And I haven't read the books, and some people that have read the books have some opinions on it that I cannot comment on because I have not read the books. But the show is a show, objectively speaking, as such. I mean, it's a good one. It's a good one, guys, and it looks like it's only going to get better from now on. Rosalind Pike, I mean, she is amazing. I haven't seen her much in movies. I mean, I haven't watched a lot of her movies, like that one with Ben Affleck, because I'm kind of stressed out even thinking about it. It's probably going to be a very tense movie, and it's just not what I imagine for entertainment, such type of heavy movie. But as an actress, she's obviously amazing, and in this kind of a role, which is out of her usual, you can say, I mean, yeah, she's pretty awesome. And this is the show that if you want to see some kind of a magic coming to life on screen, it's pretty good. Special effects, just wow, pretty good. And I don't know where this show is shot, but you have the best scenery ever. I mean, better than Lord of the Rings in some aspects. Like, don't throw tomatoes on me, but literally, it is very beautiful and it's very color dense. It is a high contrast. It is just so beautiful to watch. I mean, a lot of the shots are just like screensavers. Absolutely amazing. So, the budget seems on point. Characters very interesting, and story is like unraveling pretty damn well so far. And it does come with a lot of surprises, at least for me. Not sure how much that is coming from the books, but as far as I know, they did pick up some storylines and some elements, like overall from some of the books. Not all, but it's not like they're going book by book exactly. At least that's how I heard it. People that read it, you can always let me know. But if you do want to have your fantasy itch scratched, the Wheel of Time is right up there. I mean, I missed something like that. I wanted to watch something like Legend of the Seeker, and this is the closest thing to Legend of the Seeker ever. Although Legend of the Seeker is from Xenowar Princess creators, and it does have this structure of how the episodes are shot, very similar to Xena. I mean, they're walking somewhere and then something happens. Yeah, I mean, let's say that. Hi to you, the other people in the chat is Helios. Hi to you too. Alex, hi to you too. In the Czech Republic, thank you, dear Clayton. That's amazing. So, Wheel of Time filmed in the Czech Republic. That's amazing. Really, wow. Well, I never been, but it's probably very beautiful. And I'm sure they can also use a lot of scenery from Bulgaria because we also have this type of a. Wow, Matty, thank you very much. Thank you very much for the donation. Thank you, Matty. That's amazing. As woke as Wheel of Time is, I'm enjoying it. But like I said, Hawkeye is slow. Yes, I hope that I read that correctly. Slow. Amazing. Thank you, Betty. Thank you. Ivy says yes, there's not going to be book by book, but there's a way to much to write about what has changed. That being said, I'm glad you love it. Yeah, of course, the Ivy. I'm sure that since you have a lot more knowledge about the books than I do, if you ever see the show, you will let me know what the heck is wrong with it. You know, when you figure, I mean, when you factor in the fact that, you know, when they're adapting something on screen, they do have to either make something shorter or just take a different approach because how things translate to the screen is something different than how things would translate when you have a book. When I imagine any Warhammer book being adapted to the screen, it's gonna be kind of boring, honestly, to a point if they do that exact, like scene by scene, especially some books. Especially the first book from the Dark Imperium, freaking hell, that starts great and then just floop. Anyway. Oh my gosh, sorry guys, sorry. My apologies. Close to midnight, but it's gonna be short. Matty. Matty, thank you. You're just like blowing me away today on the stream. Thank you very much, Matty. Thank you. So, guys, now that I'm floored in a good way, continuing. So yeah, Wheel of Time also has a great intro. I want to talk about the intro for a second there because it's beautiful. And yeah, I mean, it does contain some mystery of the story, what's gonna come. And let me tell you guys, Foundation, for instance, has an awesome intro. I just love the music. There's a soundtrack. There's a soundtrack. You can hear it on YouTube. It's great. I started listening actually to it. I just can't yet finish it because it's pretty long. But you can hear that on YouTube. And also the Arcane. I mean, I have to talk about those other shows if there's interest. But Arcane soundtrack. Jesus. There's so many good songs in there. I mean, I'm like halfway, but I am impressed. Exactly the style that I love. So, Arcane freaking soundtrack. And then we have Hawkeye. I mean, I'm not kind of done talking about Wheel of Time. So yeah, let me finish about Wheel of Time. So, special effects so far, awesome, on point. Creatures, Trollocs, I think, they look amazing for what they are. 100% real. 100%. I'm not sure if they did that with half prosthetics, half CGI, but it's perfect. We came such a long way from the Hercules and Xena series where you can see a centaur, and they did a good job there. I mean, they did, but of course, it is dated to this point. But you can see a freaking like full-sized centaur. When they show them from afar, it's obvious that you see a horse combined and synced with the top part of a male's body, but you can still see a full centaur. So kudos to Xena and Hercules for that, because that was so well done for a TV show for the time. But with it came such a long way, because now those Trollocs are one of the best creatures I ever seen on screen, realized. So real. So real. I don't know if they are like in the books, but amazing. Amazingly real. They fight and do horrible things. Very real and very disgusting. So kudos to that Wheel of Time. Now, characters, acting, oh well, oh well. There is a ton of diversity, like I mentioned in yesterday's stream, which is a bit on the nose because it's like so much that it looks like, well, it's a magical world, okay, but really there's really a ton of diversity. I'm not kidding. I never seen so many people from all kinds of the world just smashed in one place in this show. Yeah, it is. I mean, Matthew, you called it woke. I'm not sure about the woke part. I mean, if you call that forced diversity, because I'm sure that's not the case in the books. If you call that woke, yeah. But other than that, I can't think of something like right now. There's that thing where the women are the ones that can will magic only, and if a guy wills a magic, he goes crazy, and the magic itself starts whispering to him. But that's probably from the book. I doubt that they decide to deviate completely, from that. And oh yes, the intro. And Matty loves Foundation. I'm so happy. And also, Clayton loves the Dew. I really want to talk about Foundation, but I really don't know who's gonna care about such a video except you guys. But yeah, Foundation just deserves to be spoken about, especially when you, Matty, finish it, because it's amazing. Yes, the intro for Foundation, dear Ivy. Yes, you can always check that on YouTube. Oh, among your favorite books. Oh, yes. You can see the Emperor. I mean, Empire. It's so cool how they call him Empire, and the two other brothers. I mean, they're the same person, but they have to call them something, so brothers. Dawn, Dusk, and Day, I think. Yeah. Oh, so awesome. And there's something like a statue with the hands up, and that is very reminiscent of a Russian style of a statue, which probably because the author is Isaac Asimov. I think that is the Bulgarian name of his. I mean, that is how the name is pronounced in general. He should be, I think, Isaac Asimov? Maybe. I have to ask someone. I have to ask my Russian audience for that. They can. I mean, in Bulgaria, it's probably the same as Russian, so yes. I can't wait for the next season. Yeah, it is greenlit for a second season. Thank freaking God. Okay, so Hawkeye. So yeah, Wheel of Time, I would say so far is 8.5 out of 10. I mean, I suppose there could be like even higher if the show has more meaning to it, which is still unraveling, so it's kind of early to say, but for now, 8.5 out of 10. Hawkeye. So Hawkeye, it's like the weakest Marvel show thus far. I mean, thus far to this moment. Kind of feels like a Netflix show, which a lot of people have mentioned. Yes, kind of does. That's not necessarily a bad thing, but compared to what Marvel already did with WandaVision and Loki, it's. I mean, it's not that good. Although, I'm not kind of that much of a fan of Falcon and Winter Soldier in many aspects. It is a bit more boring to me than Hawkeye. Hawkeye, especially this third episode, is just a lot better. It's more fun. But it is kind of woke, like in a ridiculous way. For instance, there is this character by the name of Echo, and I understand that she is very tightly connected to Daredevil, Kingpin, that group of characters, and she is supposed to have some powers. And I mean, she's a Latino character. Here, she comes. She goes to a Muslim school. She has an artificial leg. She is deaf and mute. And what else? Okay, I think that's it. There's one dog that's probably Lucky from the comic books. I'm not like super damn familiar with that, but Logan is trying to inform me for the things that I don't know. So he's missing an eye. Hawkeye does not hear himself because he got his hearing damaged when he fought in 2012 Battle for New York in the first Avengers movie, which I didn't know. Yeah, I mean, I don't remember that to be established in in the movie or movies. I don't remember him not be able to hear without a hearing aid, like a little machine. And spoiler alert, that gets broken in the episode, and they just go to a woman that fixes things, and she just fixes it out of the street. Like, where's his Avengers type of a resources where he can go and just get what the heck he needs? I just don't get that. So far the Ego character just ridiculous, ridiculously. Oh, and her father is Native Indian, so she has so many things. And she wasn't disabled, at least with her leg in the comic books. I don't think at least that's how I understand from Logan what he's telling me. So they just did these things to her, so many things, and she's not attractive like in the comic books. So there's that. So yeah, guys. Also, so to not get so much ahead of myself, basically first 2 episodes of Hawkeye, they have to set up Kate Bishop and how she is. I actually really started to like her. She is pretty resourceful, and although very, very, very very, very, very without that much of experience, she is still serviceable. She's getting better. She's learning. She's very young, so yeah, normal. But she did come across as very incompetent in the first 2 episodes. But okay, I'm going to be like, okay, oh, Mate, thank you so much. I just don't know what to say. I just don't know. Like, thank you so much. Thank you, Matthew. You're just amazing today. Okay. Yeah, so there's a lot of things that are obviously going on behind what both Hawkeye and she think, because there's something about her mom that's not good at all. She's kind of like a mob boss, it seems. Her fiance is Swordmaster from the comic books, which I have to check particularly what is he capable of, but he is very good with swords, obviously, Swordmaster, so Hawkeye maybe is going to have a huge issue with him, which you can see actually kinda in the end of the episode, not really a spoiler. So yeah, new episode, action, like car chase that looked like one shot. It was pretty entertaining actually to watch. I enjoyed it. Trick arrows, pretty great. There's a pim arrow, which I didn't read that on the Arrow when I watched the episode, and then I was like, what is that huge thing that is falling on the car? It's a ping arrow. It's like, it was super small and then became 100 times big and just crashed the whole car. That shot was pretty quick for me to read that. So I was like, what happened? There were some acid arrows, those acid arrows, sorry. Something like a goo arrow and something like a mist arrow, you can say. But I'm only saying that because the special effects, the CGI is horrible. I don't remember seeing such a thing since I watched the last Ghostbusters movie, the one with Chris Hemsworth. Yeah, it was like Ghostbusters level of bad CGI effects. I was shocked. I know that's a TV show, but obviously Marvel, Disney, they have all the money in the world. They can freaking fix that. But it was ridiculous. And thanks, Alex. I'm just reading your comments. Thank you. I'm just gonna thank you again, Matty and everyone. So yeah, I don't know what that is about, especially the goo. I was like, am I watching that amazing, super cute Blobby, was it? We were talking with on our personal chats a few hours ago. Blobby? From Hotel Transylvania, sorry. That the green jelly muffin. I love that Blubby. I think it was Blubby. Anyway, like a flower creature. So yeah, it was like I'm watching a purple, a Blubby, on the windshield of of a car, and I was like, CGI, someone from not 2004, even even from the 90s or something. I don't know how to say it. This was horrible. Anyway, so so Hawkeye, very good, very very good actors, very good actors. I mean, very good overall everything performance by everyone. Special effects bad. Overall exciting stuff. Only in this third episode, basically, and well, yeah, there's some mystery there that is about to be revealed. Other than that, yeah, I mean, I'm personally torn between this show and Falcon and Winter Soldier. Which one is like worse? But this at least kind of more fun because Kate Bishop, she is just growing on me right now, and they're going to get their new costumes, the purple ones, which is like in the comic books. And in the comic books, they're both Hawkeye at the same time. That's interesting. Blobby, thank you, dear Clyde. Blobby, yes, that's just so cute. So, between those two shows, like Wheel of Time did beat Hawkeye, last that I seen. So I would say Wheel of Time does deserve right now to be number one show in the world. If I have to say which is like my number one show in the world that just finished, that's gonna be Foundation. I mean, between fantasy and sci-fi, I totally prefer fantasy. Swords, shields, magic, all those things are just more like closer to my nature. But I mean, second best is sci-fi. You can say superheroes, that can also be sci-fi, by the way. And it could also be fantasy if you count characters, let's say, like Dark Knight from the Eternals. I think he was Dark Knight or Black Knight, something like that. I haven't seen the Eternals yet, which is very sad, but can't do anything. I'm not sure when Disney's gonna, release that on Disney Plus, but me and Logan do have something like a plan to go and see together two movies like Spider-Man um, and Eternals, because we have to test ourselves for what first, and then we can go in the movie. So if we do that and pay for that in one day, we're going to have access to the movies for 2 days. So in 2 days we can see both movies. But for that to happen, we have to wait for Spider-Man to come out. And yeah, that's the only way for me to see those movies at the cinema. Otherwise, I'm just gonna have to wait. And the tickets for Spider-Man No Way Home are just ridiculous right now. People scalping them and selling them on eBay for like $25,000, up to $25,000. I don't know who is crazy to buy that. They have to be mental, nuts, and absolutely insane, and no respect for money at all. And endorsing basically scalping and fraud and all of that. And yeah, there's some for thousands of dollars, but that's ridiculous. I mean, seeing the movie on opening night, who the heck cares? Yeah, there's going to be a lot of spoilers. Just don't open YouTube for like a few days until you see the movie. Like, what's the big deal? Or just, I don't know, block all the notifications about Spider-Man and just don't read anything that has Spider-Man in the title or see any Facebook posts. I mean, I doubt that everybody are going to screen cap something from the movie screen that is like a clear visual spoiler. So I wouldn't be that worried. I mean, either Toby is there and Andrew is there, or they're not. Like, okay, what else is gonna be as a surprise? I'm not really sure. Like, what Mary Jane's gonna be there? I mean, Kristen Dunst, that's fine. I'm not gonna be that surprised if that happens. But yeah, guys, the point is, there's just a lot of topics in here. A disparaging cheers. Oh, that's gonna be Spider-Man No Way Home tickets on eBay and probably other sites. Yeah, people bought them and they tried to resell them, like scalping them, really. Which, yeah, absolutely ridiculous. It's like it's the movie of the century. I'm sure that the movie's gonna be just fine, but that is ridiculous. I mean, it's not even an understatement that is ridiculous. Well, I think that they can sell it technically legally. I mean, they can resell the tickets anyway. There's a lot of people that resell tickets sometimes. And Matty, what are you doing, Matty? that is too much, Matty. Uses the Force on the Empress. You will watch the Ultramarines movie. Yes. Yes. The Force works. I will. I promise you, I will watch it. I will. I mean, you deserve it, and I have to see it, and yeah, I will watch it. I will watch it. Make a review. I will make a review of the trailer as soon as I can, and then watch it. I just want to see how much people are going to be interested in that. But in any case, I promise you, I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna watch it soon. It's gonna be my priority. How is going? Oh, damn, 24K for opening night tickets. Yes, I mean, this is how people think maybe, so they're trying to take advantage of that some kind of a way. But really, I hope that nobody buys that, because as I said, if you buy that, you have no respect for money, or, well, I don't know, life. It's just ridiculous. There are so many things that you can do with freaking 25K. At least help someone else. I mean, help a family like John Campia is doing. He's doing a great job with it, by the way. Helping a family for Christmas, all those things. Well, Matty, you just floored me tonight. So, guys, I really have to go. Oh my gosh, I had to go like 15 minutes ago, but it's just a great topic. I love talking about this. I'm super passionate about shows. If there was more interest, on that on my channel, I would have covered a lot more shows. But yeah, I did at least wanted to really do that tonight, and yeah, hopefully people like it. You like it, guys, and of course, if you want to support me, just like the video. That helps a lot, and comment on it, interact with it, all those things, guys. But yeah, as I said, between the two shows, number one right now is definitely should be Wheel of Time. It's just a better show, better production values, a lot more richer story. I think longer episodes, like about an hour. Hawkeye, I don't think it's like an hour. Well, the difference is very, very little, but yeah. But overall, newest best show is Foundation. It's Foundation for me. Absolutely Foundation. We'll see how Wheel of Time does progresses though. So Apple TV, not Apple TV, this time Amazon is showing great progress. Well, Apple TV actually on its own is showing with their shows, although that show C with Jason Momoa is horrible and really disturbing. I would not recommend it. It showed like some promise, but to me it's disturbing, like very much so. One of these disturbing shows that just put things in your face, and they're like, look at that, and I'm like, I don't wanna, I don't wanna be stressed out like that. No, I'm not gonna watch this. Yeah. So, interesting premise, but that show freaking sucks for me. Nothing wrong if you love it, I'm just saying. So, Wheel of Time wins. Hawkeye has a lot of quality to catch up to, I think. But if more episodes are better than the third, some Daredevil hints right there. Sounds good. And Kingpin hints. Kingpin mostly hints. Sounds good, sounds promising. I'm gonna keep watching it, guys. So, thank you so much for watching. You don't need Matt. You don't need to. Thank you so much for watching, guys, for your contribution here and for joining me on the stream. Have a great Thursday. Incredible, huge, big thank yous once again to Matty. I cannot thank you enough at all. As much as I try, I cannot thank you at all. But I'm gonna do my best. Watch the Ultramarines to the very least. Cover the trailer, all of that. And guys, just love ya. Till next time, we get your reviews. Let me know what you think in the comments. Share your favorite shows also. I always love to hear what are your favorite shows. That's awesome to talk about, guys, in the comments. So yeah. See you soon, guys. Love ya.